Alright, so we have another cooking episode today, and what we're going to make is a prime rib dinner in an air fryer. So, yeah, check this one out. Now, before we go too much further, the air fryer I have has different modes. Like, we're not going to use the frying mode. Go right here with a roast. If yours doesn't have roast, well, sorry, you're not going to be able to do this. Alright, so this is all we're going to be using today. This is just a tiny little prime rib. I mean, it's just going to be me eating anyways, but that prime rib, got some potatoes we're going to turn into mashed potatoes, and some carrots that we are going to roast. And, alright, let's go to step number 1. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to set it to roast, and we're going to go 325. And the general rule of thumb is 15 to 20 minutes at 325 degrees per pound. It's about a 3-pound roast, and we're just going to go set it to 55. And right now we're just going to let it preheat for a bit, and we'll chuck her in there when she's ready. Okay, well, we're all preheated, ready to go. It tells me add food. Just going to go ahead and just pick her on up, put her in, and we just shut the door. And it's not going to close all the way, but it's okay. It'll be fine. And while we wait on all that, come over here, and I've already started, but we got, an hour to kill, so we're just going to prep the rest of everything else. Okay, backtrack time. I meant to throw this in before I done anything, but a little bit of beef broth is always going to be all right. And we'll just let that settle in there, and that'll steam up and evaporate all inside of it, and okay, now we're ready to go. Okay, so what we did with the carrots this time was we cut them lengthwise, chopped them up into quarters. It's a little bit classier, kind of like that restaurant appeal. And the thing is, too, is like we could roast these in the oven. That's just fine. But I think the barbecue works just so much better. So we're going to take them, get them here in the tin foil. Give them a little salt, a little too much salt, and some pepper, a little bit of the special stuff, and then we'll just drop some butter in there as well. And we'll just fold them and wrap them up. Yep. That's all fine, because the real secret anyways is double wrapping. And we just get that squared away, and we're just going to set them off for now, and we're going to get the potatoes ready. Okay, so I'm done peeling potatoes, and we're going to make mashed potatoes out of this, and sure, you could toss them into boiling water just how they are right now, but that kind of takes forever. So what we're just going to do, if you haven't already figured out this secret on your own, I'm just going to take them, and we're going to just cut them up into a little bit smaller bits. That way, instead of an hour to boil, it'll take us like 10 minutes. So that's just, a little time shortcut. And we still got time to wait, so I'm just going to sit around, wash some dishes while waiting on the clock to keep ticking. Okay, so I figure we're about ready for tossing the potatoes in. So get the water boiling first. It's just easier. And we're going to make ourselves a good little bit here, actually. And then always throw a little salt in your water, like I already done that. Whoops, missed a few. And then one thing I also didn't show you earlier is over here we're going to have ourselves a little bit of au jus going, because, well, I mean, why not, right? So we'll see how that turns out as well. Okay, so one quick tried and true method for knowing when your potatoes are ready to start smashing up, and it's going to be hard to see, but just take it and just see how easily they smash against the side of the pan here, or side of the pot. And like these, they smush up pretty good, so they're ready to take off and start making mashed potatoes out of them. So we'll just strain them and bring them right back. Alrighty, so we just got them, all the water strained out, throw them in there. And then we're going to hit them with a little garlic, give them a little garlic flavor. Put a little bit of that in there, and just because a little garlic salt in there as well. And then a little bit of the old special stuff. And where is I like to throw a little cream cheese in mine. Not a whole lot, but you know, something. And oops, forgot one of the most important things. I don't know where. Oh, it's right here the whole time. Want to throw a good bit of butter in there. And we toss in milk. You got to be careful. You don't want to throw too much, then you get those runny potatoes. Just kind of eyeball it. Takes a few tries to get it down, but that should be pretty good right there. I'm just going to smash them all up, see how they come out. Handles are still pretty hot. And you can see that's coming out to a pretty good consistency right there. So I'll just keep working this, but I don't need to watch anything. It'll get boring. But yeah, that's pretty much it for some pretty good mashed potatoes, really. And as far as the au jus goes, just get something like this. Follow the directions, mix it with water. You know, plus or minus a little bit to your own liking, and then you just throw that on the stove. That's pretty easy stuff. Alright, and for the big moment, this is all ready to go here. It's looking alright. There's the end pieces. Would probably make more sense if it was bigger. Let's cut her open and let's see what we're working with here. Close that before I burn myself. Hey, come here. See the doneness on this end piece here. We'll have to put this in some better light, but it's not actually as red as the camera's looking. Let's cut out that chunk there. Let's get another slice here. Show what she looks like down the middle. It'd be a lot easier to cut a big one. We'll put these over here, and I'll put it in some good light here in a second. And I mean, the timing is all about, how well do you want yours and what have you. Like, I'd like my stuff good and rare. Save these extra chunks for a little something else. And also, this wasn't like one of those super expensive high quality roasts. This one was middle of the road. Alrighty, so let's see what we have. Turn this off and redo it in a second. Alright, so in the higher quality lighting, I promise it's not as red as the camera makes it appear, but that's how I like it done. If you want it more done, you just, add another 10, 15, 20 minutes. And there's prime rib in an air fryer. I'm going to go ahead and just load up a full plate and give it a go. Okay, so yeah, we're all ready to eat. And, the carrots were on the barbecue. Forgot to, show that. I got other videos where get the barbecue like 550 degrees, 20 minutes, 10 each side, carrots good to go. But what I really want is try the beef and see how this came out. There we go. Nice and pink the way I like it. Oh man. It's just so good. And like, it was super, super simple to make. Let me get another piece in me here. Oh, this is good stuff. That's delicious. Here's the thing. Like, at say some restaurant downtown, like, this is well over $100. Like, this cost me, just because the beef costs a little bit more, it was like $50 altogether. Like, that's how much it would cost you for just one slice going out to eat. And it took an hour. Like, that's not really that long a time. Most of it was just stuff doing what it's doing on its own. And like, other than this costing $50, I'm getting more than one meal out of it. I'm not just having one slice and then that's that. Like, I got food for the rest of the day and maybe a little something for tomorrow. So, yeah, prime rib in an air fryer. That's how simple it can be. Oh, those are some good potatoes. I have to put the au jus on there. But, yeah, if you have the equipment lying around your house, give it a try. It's just so easy. Well, I'm going to eat dinner now and then get the meat sweats and fall asleep. But, yeah, prime rib on an air fryer.